Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back to the Perchy TV. How are we all doing? I hope you're all doing well. We are back. Spurs showing that we are as good as the rest. We're in that conversation. It's already starting with Liverpool fans have already running their mouths. Oh, don't any of these football fans learn? Don't they learn? Stay humble. Stay respectful. Oh, it's so silly. Listen, guys, first of all, massive shout out to you all. Let's get those likes up. That's the rules, right? That's the rules. Smash the likes, everybody. Smash the likes. Phone's buzzing away. Just 1 second. Apologies. Smash up those likes. I think there's only about 7 on there. Let's get those likes up. Guys, in the chat, yesterday, let's talk all things yesterday. Tottenham Hotspur showed that we are there or thereabouts at the moment. We gave a good showing of ourselves. Big up to the Arsenal lot that are in here. Big up Mark Cook. Big up Perchy. It's a decent result. Big up to you, my friend. Start the stream. We're here beyond. We are here. Good afternoon, Perchy. And the chat. Yep. Big up the chat. Big up to you guys. Hope you're doing well. Hi, Perchy. Have a great stream. Thank you very much, Leo. And hope you have a lovely day, my friend. Hope you're good. What's up, everyone? Big up to you, Rinketic. Just been playing the new FIFA game. I want the Madison card. Yeah, good card, by the way. It's good if you play it. Evening, Perchy. Good evening to you, Tigara, over in Australia. Big up, Tigara. Hi, Perchy. Do you know who Richard? You ask this every single time. Yes, I do. Yes. Hi again. The brand new Spurs reflects Angie's cool, calm, and collected. Amin, bang on. Did you see what Arteta was like? Going absolutely crazy all over the shop. It was very, very silly. He's an idiot, isn't he? That Arteta. I think he's an absolute moron. The bloke is just absolutely something else. Was it only me, or when Madison went off, we were awful going forward? Yeah, no, Rinketic, I agree, but that's the drop off, right? And Mark's bang on. The drop off is big, right? So when you're bringing off Madison and you're bringing on Højbjerg, when you're bringing off Son and you're bringing on Richarlison, the drop off from that is like that. Madison, for example, is a great example. Madison dictates everything, right? Where are all those Arsenal fans with their chest? Me, I agree. I think their chest got popped, mate. I ain't celebrating a draw. I'm celebrating one absolute tease. You made yourselves. Bang on. F off back to Woolwich. Bang on, Mia. It makes me laugh. Do you know what makes me laugh? Sometimes I think on social media, people don't realise what they say. They just say the first thing that comes to their mind. I went and called one of them out, these lads out. I had to, like, so I say, you apps have been running your mouth all week saying we're going to get battered 5-0. Spurs play the way Arsenal want. If Spurs play their game of football, they will batter, humiliate, humble Tottenham. We played our game of football. We played our style of football. And what did we do? Got a draw. And now the narrative that we didn't lose, because we're calling out we didn't lose 5-0 and we drew 2-2. The narrative's, Spurs are celebrating a draw. No, we're not. Stop lying. It is silly. It is very silly. Midori has said, morning Perchy, let's start the stream with a laugh. Chelsea, that is all. Remember our fans singing we want Maurizio Pochettino's name? Joining back. Big up F1 2022 is Beast. Jack the Ripper, no chance. I'm a good boy. Big up Perchy. A joyous night last night. Collecting a beer from the Gooners who gave me the draw. Big up to you, Mark. Big up to you, Mike. Big up. I'm at work. Enjoy work. Hope you're doing well, mate. Hey, mate, you guys deserve to win that game. Arsenal were dreadful in the set. Scott, bang on. I thought first half, I'd say first 30 minutes, Arsenal deservedly should have been 2-0 up. I think if Arsenal had gone the way that they probably deserved to, they'd have been 2-0 up. We made a lot of mistakes ourselves. Arsenal didn't really create much. It all came from a lot of mistakes from us, which you could argue that Arsenal put the pressure on, which they did. They pressured us high, and it forced the likes of Maddison making mistakes, Udogie making mistakes, Romero making mistakes. So you could argue Arsenal created Spurs' errors, but I don't think Arsenal necessarily created a lot themselves. They created it from forcing problems on Spurs, making Spurs make mistakes. That was how they created it, right? But then after the half an hour, after you guys went 1-0 up, I thought Spurs got back in the game. I think we just about deserved to be level at halftime. I think we deserved to be level at halftime by that accord. I thought Maddison for the first goal. Maddison was absolutely outstanding for that first goal. He was outstanding. Morning juice, mate. Big up to you, my friend. Oh, and hello everyone. Yeah, hey Mia. Mia, did you want to come on? Do you want to come on, Mia? I'll send you the link if you want to come on. You're more than welcome, my friend. Son and Maddison in my Sun Dream team smashed it. Yeah, they did. They were brilliant yesterday. I thought the pair of them were absolutely awesome. Yeah, listen, nothing but plaudits for those guys. They were very, very good. Oh, hang on, just 1 second. Sorry, just replying to someone. Yeah, so Son and Maddison were brilliant. I thought they were absolutely awesome against. They were absolutely awesome for that game. I'd tell you what, with Maddison, do you know what makes me laugh? I got a lot of stuff. Not gonna mention names, but I know he knows who it is who I'm talking about. Much stuff. He's a really nice guy. So I'm not gonna bring up names because I do love him to bits. But he was saying about Maddison is lazy, doesn't work hard for the team. He's all about himself. All of the myth really, really dispelled, right? Yeah, all of those myths, and for me, they were myths that came out. Maddison showed yesterday that he is absolutely what you want, right? He's everything you need in a football player. I think he showed us how good he is. And all the talk was Odegaard over Maddison. I'm sorry, I'll be honest, I'll say how it is. I didn't think Odegaard was very good yesterday. I think he's a good player, but I thought yesterday he was relatively anonymous. I thought a lot of the work came from Saka for periods, but I thought their midfield was anonymous to us, in my opinion. Good morning, Perchy. Big up yourself. I'm so proud of our team and our fans. Hope you all have a great day. Dave, bang on, mate. I think we have to be proud of our players. Yeah, we showed that we can mix it with the big boys. Another test, by the way, coming up. Another test coming up. But we keep moving, right? We keep moving. Big good days all. When did we go back to blue shorts? I thought we were white season. I think that was down Dragon D's nuts. That's down to Arsenal wearing white shorts. I'm just that's my theory because of kit clash. So we would have to have moved to blue shorts. That's why I think. I think the rest of the season will be back to white on white, in my opinion, especially when we play Liverpool. Arteta's ego will bring it all down. I think Arteta got it absolutely horrendous, Scott. Listen, you're an Arsenal fan. I'd like to get your take on it, mate. But I thought, oh, what's happened? I've lost my camera. 1 second. Sorry, guys. What the heck's happened here? Hang on. Sorry, guys. Let me just fix this. I think we're back. Hang on. Yeah, we're back. Sorry, I don't know what I'm there. The whole thing just crashed on me. But supposed to go, yeah, as I was saying, yeah, I think Arteta's ego will bring him down. I think you've got an absolute point there. I think it's a very salient point. I thought his substitutions were awful. I thought he got a lot wrong, actually, Arteta. All this talk about Arteta, some sort of tactical genius. And yeah, you could argue that Rice's injury, but I thought change the system. I thought how Nketiah, I thought he was awful, and how he didn't see a red card. Scott, what's your take on Nketiah? I thought a red card was relatively would have been an absolute correct decision. Both feet off the ground, very dangerous. Ball was way gone. He got a yellow. That's a red card in my opinion. That's a straight red card personally. Arteta's a B-Tech Pep. Yeah, I just think he tries to be Pep so much that sometimes, do you know what? Sometimes in life, you just go, do you know what? The easiest things to do are the simplest things, right? I think that's a salient and valid point. Sometimes doing the simple things is the right way to do it. Don't need to mix it up. Just keep it simple, right? For me, yeah, Arteta just do you know what? Go and I just think it's silly. I just think he's silly. Madison's having scans. Yeah, reports are saying that it's more precautionary and he should be okay. Touch wood, because without Madison, we're in trouble. Richard Huckman was like, Perchy, it shows where you are as a club when you're gassing up a draw. Absolutely embarrassing. I'm not gassing up a draw. Who said that? I don't think any Spurs fan is gassing up a draw. What Spurs fans are doing is all the Arsenal fans that came into my chat gave it the big un. We're going to win 5-0, 6-0, 5-1, 5-2, 4-0. We're going to batter Tottenham. When in context, Tottenham were the better team yesterday. And Tottenham probably will feel more hard done by about. Hello? I think we're back. So my mic just cut out. My webcam now, my mic, it's all going wrong. Yeah, I think it's very, very silly. Silly. Arsenal fans should be coming back going, do you know what? Fair play to you boys. You turned up and you've shown what we didn't see. You played some good football. You gave it a good go. Didn't win. Listen, I'm annoyed we didn't win the game. I'm annoyed we didn't win because I thought we deserved to win yesterday. But we that second half we battered them. Perchy, do you think Arsenal are title contenders? I've never said you're title contenders, Matthew. What you took out of context is what I said. I think Man City are way ahead of you lot. What I said, the context was, if Arsenal are to batter Tottenham, that Arsenal fans were going on about that they're going to batter Tottenham. I said, fine. But then I will put you on that standard. Arsenal should be challenging for the title. I think you're going back this season. I think you're going to finish third. I think Liverpool will finish second because I think Liverpool are a really, really good outfit this year. Couple of issues at the back. I think if they get a couple of good defenders in, I think Liverpool will be absolutely fine. I think they're just missing one, maybe two. But no, I've never said Arsenal are title contenders because I think Man City are going to walk it. My point on that, Matthew, was that Arsenal fans gave it such the gob that their team is amazing. I said, fine. Then I expect you guys to be challenging for the title. If you guys are saying you're this good, if you don't win it to Man City, the inquest has to happen. I know Arsenal very well, better than some Arsenal fans, mate. That's my point. It was the context of what you're trying to say there. Future Music, hey Perchy and chat, good game. Lovely that both sets of fans cheered when it was 10 minutes, mate. I thought our fans cheered. Normally, you'd be dreading 10 minutes. We wanted more. We felt we had the chance. And do you know what I love Future Music, mate? The big one I loved about the whole thing was with Tottenham. Other Tottenham teams with 2 or 3 minutes left would have gone, do you know what? Well, let's take the point. Let's take the point and run. We weren't. Ange didn't say to him, no, sit back, play, be a bit more pragmatic, a bit safer. No, let's go and win the game. We're going to go out here and win it. And I love that. I thought we were so good. Yeah, Mia is cool. We love Mia. Mia's awesome. Perchy, I think this season we have to be playing with a single pivot with Rice, which allows us to play with 2 10s, Vieira and Odegaard. So this is why the first half we pressed you into errors. Yeah, listen, I agree with that. I agree. The one thing I will say, Matthew, on this, you can't do it. You need. Do you know what? I don't think he's the greatest player in the world, but you need to play an El Neni in there. Not the greatest. I don't think he's a very good player. But right now, I don't think you guys should be playing with Vieira and Odegaard. I just don't think it works. I'll be honest. I'll say it how it is. I think when big teams will play against that, if you play like that against Man City, they will eat you alive because their midfield will do absolute danger to yours. But yeah, listen, you missed a couple of players. We missed a handful of players as well. So let's be honest. It was a fair on that balance. Oi, oi, mate. Oi, oi. Oi, oi, Tim. Band of Brothers. Great team, great field. Bang on the money. The Wang Critter. I love it. I love it. I haven't seen you in the chat before, so much love to you, my friend. I hope make sure you smash subscribe if you're new around here. And guys, please like the stream. We only have 19 likes. Come on. Let's get liking. Another 31. Let's get that in. We counter-pressed efficiently in the first half because of Declan's physicality. So the game plan from Arsenal was to press and force few errors. Agreed? As soon as Rice came off, we couldn't press. But here's the point here, Matthew. I agree. When Declan Rice came off the pitch, you didn't really have an answer. But you spent a lot of money. You should have had that. You spent money on Havertz. You bought in Jorginho. I think Arsenal need to be a bit more smarter now and go, do you know what? We need to change it. And it's not working. Odegaard was first for the first 30 minutes. Yeah, he started well, but did nothing after that. I thought Odegaard was underwhelming. I'm one of those. I sit on the fence with it. I go, do you know what? Maddison, Odegaard, I sat on the fence and they're both very good players. Maddison showed he was a much better football player yesterday. Showed in the big moments what he can do. Some gooners are still saying Arsenal's 11 is better than ours. P.S. Like the comment about Zinchenko had more trophies. Yeah, silly, mate. Absolutely silly, Rinketic, mate. Silly, isn't it? Arsenal, you could argue, maybe have the better 11. They've got the better 11 in the context of they've been there together for a long time. But I think there's a lot of our players now. A lot of them, I think there's a handful of players now Arsenal fans would have gone, do you know what, I'd have him at Spurs. I think they'd have had a Doji. I thought, yeah, first half, I thought he had a poor game. I thought he was outstanding on a yellow card second half. I think they'd have had Maddison over Odegaard. If they, on the base of yesterday's performance, I think. But yeah, Odegaard was absolutely after Rice. Havertz and Junior is like a nightmare playing together. Yeah. But Scott, your manager did that. Like for me, the change should have been Jorginho and El Neni. Or Havertz, El Neni. Scott, big up to you, my friend, because do you know what? I think you're quite rational. Me and you have good debate on this, right? Listen, none of us are going, oh, we're better than you, ha, ha, ha. We have good rational debate, mate. What I would say on this, Scott, and ask you this question. Where does Jorginho best play? And why would you guys have spent nearly 70 million quid on a player that doesn't really have a steady position, right? I'd ask you that. Good afternoon, Perchy. Bud, Arsenal fans still wallowing about injuries. Yeah, the injuries they already had, Big D. The injuries they had before the game, all week they knew about, and they're still crying about it. Can't even just say that Spurs were equally good and have vastly improved in such a short space of time. Roll on Saturday. Bang on the money. Nay, on it. On the money. Arsenal fans went on about the Trossard or Martinelli being injured, both were in the end, is the reason that they didn't win. Sorry. Like Tottenham don't have injuries. Mind blown. Matthew, Jorginho in that second half, we couldn't press and we overran in midfield all second half. That is why we struggle. Without Declan Rice, we can't play our new style of play. But here's the question, Matthew. I agree. By the way, I agree with your point. What I will say on this, isn't that a bit of a worry? You spent all this money Sorry about. As soon as I go on stream, yawns come out of nowhere. I haven't yawned all morning. But isn't that the worry on this, right? That you guys have spent all this money and don't have a subsequent cover for Declan Rice. I find it incredible, right? I find it mad. Like, it is what it is, right? It is what it is. But yeah, I do find it absolutely madness, right? But yeah, it is what it is. Good luck to you guys. Carry on, but Perchy, don't cut the stream. Yeah, I can't apologize more to Sava. And by the way, talking to Sava, guys, I want a massive shout out to Sava, who's been nominated for the Football Creators Award for the best newcomer. He's been nominated in a list. I'll get it up on the stream. So listen, I want to just say a massive shout out to him. He's been nominated to be best newcomer in the Football Creators Awards. So let me just get that up. I just want to just go through them because it's interesting. Listen, we're all content creators, so why not? Let me just share this and so big. Everyone in the chat, just a big shout out. Everyone, just put a big shout out. Oh my gosh, I've got a million and one things open. I want to go here. Look, let me just share this, guys. Quickly. So yeah, it's oh gosh, what have I done here? What have I done? Here we go. So you've got. This is 2021. So I wanted 23. Sorry, hang on. Let me stop sharing and let me fix that. Hang on 1 second. I'll get it up quickly. So yeah, here we go. I'll put it up on screen now, and we can just go through them quick. I'll just go through it quickly. It'll be interesting. That's just. Oh, come on! Why is it doing this to me? Oh, come on! It's not working. But anyway, yeah. Oh, here we go. I found it now. Okay, I was gonna just give up on it. Oh, maybe not have it. Oh, do you know what? I think it's. Have I found it now? There we go. Boom. Sorry, guys. There we go. I found it. Where is it? Where's the best? I can't even find it. I'm going mental. Where is it? Here it is. I found it. There we go. Let me share my screen this time. Let me just put this up just quickly. If you can see, there you go. Best newcomer. Look who's in there. Oh, mate. Oh, mate. Oh, mate. Sava's made it. And by the way, whoever's YouTube channel is around the ground, that's me. I did that on a Saturday. But yeah, no, just a big shout out. Big up to everyone. Go over there. Make sure you go over there and vote for Sava. We want to get Sava. Let's see if we can get Sava there. Let's do it for him. Big up to him though. Just a big of a shout out. That got announced. That got announced at 1 o'clock. So big shout out to him. I was just keeping an eye on it. How long are you grounded for, Perchy, after yesterday? Oh man, don't. The grounded comments are all out. Yeah, it's quite funny. Rice got Basumed. Our midfield was one of the best in the country. Mark, I think our midfield is brilliant. So the one thing I will say though, Sarr, I do get worried about. On big games, I'm worried about him, but he's good. Oh, Mia, did you want to come on? Did you message me? I do apologize. Oh, sorry, Mia. I just seen your I'm so far behind on my thing. I'll send it over to you now. Do apologize. Sorry, I have notifications off on WhatsApp, so I'm it's probably the worst thing to do when you're asking people, oh, by the way, can you do this, that, and the other? There you go, boom. Percy, I thought it was a poor game after Arsenal's deflected goal and dodgy pen, and Spurs scored nice fast goals in the second half. Second one was great from them. Spurs gave game up by taking off. By taking Son. Probably they could have. No, but Juice, I agree, mate. Big up to you, my friend. Big up to you. The reason why both those came off is they both took knocks. Maddison took a very heavy knock, and so did Son. Son would have stayed on the pitch. I understand Maddison, definitely. but both of them got knocked. Like, that was the reason we didn't. It wasn't to shore it up. We didn't have anyone else on the bench. I mean, it says it all. I mean, it shows our weakness on our bench, mate. But that's the thing. Mia, welcome.
Hello.
Hey,
how you doing?
I'm all good. I'm in a good mood. Arsenal fans are a funny breed, right? They're a funny,
Oh God, yeah,
funny breed.
yeah, they really are. Oh,
I can hear an alarm.
yeah, I can hear it now.
You hear that?
Yeah.
I don't know what it is. It feels like it's come outside. Mia, you're in charge of the show. You're in charge of my show. Let me just. You're in charge for a second. I'm just going to mute quickly.
No worries.
I'll shut my windows. It's coming from outside. 1 second.
So yeah, it's a strange one, right, with the Arsenal fans, because they're giving out their big chest and now they're going back on it saying we're celebrating a draw. And do you know what? I don't know about the chat, but I actually felt a bit disappointed at the end, because I actually thought that we could have won it. I really do. I think that second half we definitely could have won it, and I was actually disappointed that we didn't get the 3 points. They're giving it the big un, saying that we're celebrating the draw, but actually, like I say, I felt disappointed, Perch, that we didn't win it. I really did.
Listen, at the end, I thought if Richarlison scores his chance at the end, we nick it, we win it in the death, and go, do you know what? It was deserved. I thought we were deserved to win it, and we had the better chances as well. I think Brennan Johnson's got to score that, right? That chance he has to score. Yeah, people go great saved by Riot, but if he levers it and hits it hard, the keeper has no chance of saving it. There was no power in the shot. And
Joe, how shameless they are. I've heard some of them say we could have been 3-0 up before we got our goal. Okay, yeah, they had chances. Yeah, they did. They didn't, like, it wasn't as clinical. But once we grew into the game, we had as many shots in that first half as what they did. So I don't understand where all this has come from. We dominated possession. They said you're not going to come here and dominate possession. We dominated possession in both halves. We dominated possession. So I just think that they gave it all the chest Perch, and I'm like, don't tell me that I'm celebrating a draw, because actually I'm a bit disappointed that we didn't get the win, because I felt in that second half we were the better team by far, and they looked shook. You could tell they looked worried. I
tell you what, and listen, if we'd have won the game, it would have been no substitutions at half time, right? Declan Rice off and Vieira coming off. I thought that changed the game. I thought the downgrade, we talk about Spurs and the downgrade from Tottenham when, say, a Basuma comes out and you've got to bring in a Højbjerg, or a Star for Skip, or a Lo Celso for Maddison. You look at those three, you swap those three around, you go, wow, the drop-off is like that. I think Arsenal are in that position with but the difference is they spent a lot of money on those players. These aren't old players that they're trying to get rid of. He bought Havertz this window. I don't think Havertz is a great football player. I think technically he's good, but he doesn't really have a settled position, right? You don't go, do you know, I always says, when you go and spend 60 odd million quid on a player, you go, he's going to play there. I want him there. He can also play there and there, but he's playing here. Like, for example, Maddison can play out wide, but you're never going to play him out wide in this system, are you? You're going to go, no, that's crazy. He plays as your number 10. Yeah. With a Kai Havertz, sit back, and I've said this all along. This is no flip-flopping. I've said this all along. Even when he was at Chelsea, I never knew what he was good at. I could never tell you, he is this. But they spent a lot of money. And this is why I always suggest with people, Arsenal fan and Matthew, big up to him in the chat. He went, Perchy, down, do you think Arsenal are title contenders? I said, no. Context is key, right? Context is key. I don't think Arsenal are title contenders. So I don't think they're anywhere near Man City's level. My point is when they were talking about the way that they were winning games and the way that they would beat us, told me, fine, if you think you're going to win 5 or 6-0, I put that in title contenders category. If Man City beat us 5-0, I'd go, do you know what? It's because they're the best team in the country by a country mile. Yeah. Like, I would get that. But when I look at Arsenal, I don't put Arsenal in that same category, right? I think Arsenal are a good team. I think they're a good team. I don't think they're a great team. And the thing is, I think the reason why they're not a great team, I think they've bought a lot of luxury players. and not a lot of workers. And I think our midfield showed that yesterday. Our midfield yesterday showed we had workers over quality. No, quality is the wrong word. Like technical ability. Because I thought they had technically good players. Like Vieira's a technically good player. Odegaard is. And so is Declan Rice. And technically good player. Rice is a worker. I agree with that. Rice is a worker. But our midfield, yes, may not be at the technical level like that. But what they have got is hard work. They work their absolute socks off. Sarah had a poor game, but he worked hard all game.
Do you know what I think? I think could they have spent a bit less on a Declan Rice to get somebody who does the same job, but might not be Prem proven, but maybe was slightly less, like obviously maybe the quality slightly less, and someone better than Kai Havertz and paid less money and have a better backup, because surely that's better to have a slightly less a lesser player and to have a better backup, surely, because now they're stuffed.
Do you know what? I agree. And I look at when people talk about, when everyone talks about players and all that, I look at the players like the Man City's have bought. Kovacic, very good football player, 20 million quid. They brought in Nunes from Wolves, very good player. The one player Arsenal needed, they didn't need Kai Havertz, they needed Ruben Neves. That was the player they should have gone and got. If I was sat as an Arsenal fan, which thank God I'm not, I'd be sitting there going, nah, we shouldn't be paying 70 million quid for Havertz. We should be paying 50 million pounds for Ruben Neves and putting him into our midfield. Because you look at a midfield three of Ruben Neves, Declan Rice, and Odegaard, you go, do you know what? That is a hard-working, whilst technically gifted midfield. I look at their midfield. I don't think Vieira is very good. I think he's an okay player. I don't think he's very good, though. El Nenny's not a very good football player, but you know what you're going to get with him. I think Havertz is average. I think he's a very expensive luxury player. I think Rice is a very good player, and I think Odegaard's a very good player. Now I look and go, wow, you spent all this money on these players and haven't got a lot about them, right? And I think that's where it comes to, right? That's where it does come to.
I think that's going to make them come unstuck, Perch. I really do.
I agree.
Now they've got those injuries. I think that it's crazy the amount of money that they've spent on that midfield, and once they're injured, their midfield is lacking. Like, you've spent all that money for what? You know, it's just crazy. And the thing is, they're going to have that pressure on them now because they've spent all that money. Because really, when you look at it, the last summer, Man City didn't go crazy and spend wild, but they spent smartly. So is that down to Arteta's choice, or is that down to the club's choice of getting these players? You know, it's like, who is choosing these players? Who has said, let's get Kai Havertz? Like, it's a mad choice. Absolutely crazy.
I think it's the manager. I think it's the manager.
Well, that's down to Arteta.
Alex, if you check your phone, my friend, you've got the link. Don't you worry, my friend. If you ask to come on, I'll let you get the link. But you've asked about 3 times, and I've sent you the link already, mate. So you're welcome on. I'm only going to go for another 20-odd minutes anyway. But on a serious level, though, right? On a serious level, Arsenal fans talked with chest, but they didn't walk the walk. And that, for me, is the difference. They didn't walk the walk.
Absolutely not.
And do you know what? Massive credit to us. I don't normally say it. People call me negative all the time. I get negative. Oh, you're so negative. You don't say, I thought we were brilliant yesterday. I thought, barring the first half an hour, which I thought we looked really nervous.
Yeah, we did.
I went, oh no, here we go. Like, this is going to be one of those games that be really shaky. Do you know what I liked, actually? And I'll get your thoughts on this. I thought when we went 1-0 down, it galvanised us. I thought the second we went 1-0 down, where normally a Tottenham team would go, heads down, we're losing the game. I think it galvanised us. And do you know what? It brought this kind of no fear attitude, which I like. And I'll get your thoughts on it in a second, because I kind of had this thought process last night thinking, I was sitting in bed going, do you know what, actually? Maybe us going 1-0 down was one of the reasons, because it allowed us to go, do you know what, guys? We've got nothing to lose now. We're 1-0 down. They're expected to win. Let's go at it. And listen, we deserved every bit of it in that second half.
Yeah, absolutely. I think as well, what galvanised us was the fact that it was sort of a bit of a lucky goal because that wasn't going in, barring from Romero. And
Yeah.
they sort of all rallied around him and sort of said, right, guys, we're going to do this. They got a lucky goal. They're being cocky, so let's show them. And after that, we did show them. We absolutely bossed it after they got that goal. They didn't do hardly anything after that. And we really grew into the game. And once we grew into that game, Perch, they looked frightened. They looked worried.
He
And when
did.
we got our goal, they panned round to the fans, and the fans looked concerned. They
But do you know what it
worried.
was? The second we started running at them, they had nothing to do. When that's what we didn't do in the first half. We didn't run at them. The likes of Johnson didn't run them. Son didn't run at them. Kulizeski didn't run at them. We were very static and slow. The second we started running at their fullbacks, they didn't know what to do. And let's be honest, look at the hard work pressing from the front. When we got a bit of confidence behind us, we looked a different team. But I'm going to slightly move on a slight second to we've got Liverpool on the weekend, but we've got everyone's in the Carabao Cup and we're not. We're feet up again. Tottenham one game a week. Tottenham feet up whilst everyone's playing in the week. We've got to play Liverpool at home. Now that's going to be another big test, right?
Yeah, absolutely. It's a huge test. And Joe, what, to be honest, when we was on Savage stream, I don't know if you were there or not, but I turned around and said our next big test is Liverpool. Like I dismissed.
I think they're a bigger test than Arsenal.
I said that was a bigger test because I knew that the way that they thought that we play was completely not it, and I knew that they've not looked as good. I don't think they've looked nowhere near as good. And when I was watching a podcast, an Arsenal podcast earlier, they even said we haven't looked as good, and so it wasn't just me spouting rubbish because they have not looked as good. And so I'm more nervous about the Liverpool match because I think people are dismissing them, and I think they've been really good.
No, you can't be dismissing that. I think they're a brilliant.
Yeah,
do you know what it is with Liverpool? They're anyone dismissing Liverpool needs to sort of think about what they're doing because Liverpool are an absolute quality outfit. I think
they are.
the one thing I will say with Liverpool, and Alex, welcome along, mate. I'll get you in just 1 second. Was Wolves showed in that first half how to get at Liverpool. They showed it. Be bold, be aggressive, and press their back four because their back four is not the same. They went 1-0 up and deserved to be about 2 or 3-0 up. They were brilliant against Liverpool. But then second half, they dropped off. We're not going to do that, right? We're not going to drop off. So if anyone's watched that game, watch back the Wolves first half. That's how you break Liverpool down and show Liverpool how to beat them. Can we? I don't see why not. We're a good team. We're a good team, right? Alex, are you a believer? Is it, I need to do a new segment. Does Alex believe yet? Alex, do you believe in the system now?
Or can we have a percentage at least? Like what percentage along the line?
How far of the loading screen are you now?
Well, firstly, I'm not going to do that, Mia, because I don't need a third degree about logical because I hear it from Jay every single minute when he's the most deluded Tottenham fan I've ever heard in my whole life. And the point is, the first thing, just to make this absolutely spot on clear right now, I do believe in the football. I believe in the football. We should have won yesterday. Absolutely spot on agree. I said it on Mr. Box Office TV if you really want to know. You know what I mean? I will say this. I believe in the football what I saw yesterday. I do believe in it. I'm starting to get passionate back in Mr. Box Office. Bots. If you saw my channel, I said already. But I've said already, Postecoglou had Arteta's number a long time ago. I said Arteta is a terrible tactical guy. He's not tactically he's inept. He's inept. And as soon as I saw that formation, that lineup, when I saw Nketiah, who's a bang average footballer, the low below average Ian Wright, trying to be Ian Wright, but doesn't even give me any goals. Jesus is a reject from Manchester City, and look what happened. He's missed that chance that Maddison gave him on a platter, by the way. Yeah, and that's it. And look what happened. Another thing I need to talk about, because this is a short, sharp appearance from Mr. Box Office TV, Mr. Box Office himself, the main event, the Professor of Truth and Entertainment, the ratings killer. You know what I mean? Yeah, and that's it. Yeah, is talk about Odegaard. Yeah, we're talking about Odegaard. Yeah, right. Yeah, who's the better attacking midfielder? Who's the best attacking midfielder? Yeah, Maddison. Maddison, my guy, Maddison, yeah? Yeah? Who looked like the man? Who looked like the man? Yeah? Maddison. Maddison the guy. Yeah? And that's why I said Odegaard is a reject. He's an absolute reject. Yeah? If you talk about the old school footballers in the 90s, you talk about Figo, you talk about Zidane, you talk about players that were brilliant, yeah? Right? That's Maddison all day long, the Maverick, bruv. That's what we're talking about, Mavericks, yeah? What you talk about Odegaard's just a systematic player, bruv, that works in the system, bro. And that's it, yeah? So we got the real number 10, bruv. That's what I'm talking about, yeah? The real number 10. And that's it, yeah? And that's what I want to see about today, yeah, bruv, yeah? I don't care about what Arsenal said to me a couple of weeks ago, yeah? Last week, all that rubbish they were talking about, yeah? I didn't listen to that. I don't get triggered by that. Because I've got the number right now, bruv. Yeah? And look what happened yesterday, yeah? What was Tottenham, what was Mr. Box Office doing, yeah? What was he doing? He went
What
on
are you
Tottenham
doing?
away and absolutely bantered the life out of some Arsenal fans, and that's it, bruv. That's what he did. Yeah? And
That's what he
that's
did.
it. And that's all I need to say, and that's it, yeah? Maybe tell Savage to have me back on his channel to make himself even more ratings clearer, and that's it. That's it. But that's it. That's all I need to say, and that's it.
Oh,
Big up Mia, yeah? I'm not having a go at you any day of the week.
I
And
can't
big up
get you on
Perchy, and
other
that's it.
people.
Big up Perchy.
I know I am the man, the myth, the legend that is Perchy, but I can't get you on other people's shows. I mean, I can get you
I'm
on
joking.
mine. I
I'm
mean,
joking. I'm joking about
How
Bob.
can you
That's
not?
it.
He's your dad. You could just ask him.
I'll put in a
That's
good
it,
word.
Mr. Box.
I'll put in a good word for Alex, of
But I
course.
don't want
And
to take over the show because I know Mia needs her time to shine, and that's it. But it's the spot that's on Mia and that
It's
today,
fine.
and that's it. But anyway, back to you, Perchy. I'm done. If you don't know, get to know. Mr. Box Office TV. If you don't want to, if you need to know, and that's it. I'm out of here. I'm done. Take care, you guys. I'm done.
wow,
There we go.
wow, just
It's said
wow.
it was a short, sharp appearance.
He did.
And
He just rocks up, says what he wants, and then goes. Just before I read out, big up to the new member. I was going to read that out, but I want to say anyone, and I mean this now. This is a warning to anyone. Anyone that puts racist, homophobic stuff in my chat again, you're gone. There's no warnings or anything. You're gone. And that person that put that in there, you're an absolute disgrace. And I want to say that clear to everyone in the chat. And by the way, you guys are all lovely in the chat. I'm not saying that, but that guy had to go. Like absolutely disgusting. Alex is a key member of my show. I love him on my chat. He's a good mate of mine behind the scenes. Don't you ever do that. And let alone Alex, anyone do things like that is disgusting. You're an absolute disgrace. But I will go on to good things. Big up Christopher LaPlante. God, I'll butcher that. I'll say it again. Christopher LaPlante, welcome to the membership. I will be doing a membership stream tomorrow. I'll do it tomorrow before we do the Carabao Cup games. We'll be on later tomorrow. So I will do one tomorrow and I'll set one up. I'm slacking on it. I do apologize. But yeah, if you want to join, get involved, definitely.
What I will say was that was a bit of positivity, was it not, from Mr. Box Office?
I think so. I think Alex is loving life right now.
I think so.
That is Alex loving Ange Postecoglou. There you go. Breaking news. Alex loves Ange. There you go. Put it out there.
100%.
Third person sentence. Neil, don't. Whatever you say about Alex, I do love him to bits because he does bring the entertainment along. I do. I think he's an absolute.
And the other thing I will say,
he waffles a lot, but he's a top bloke.
In backstage, he's also a really respectful, lovely guy.
He's massively.
Listen,
on and off the phone. Is Alex not available for questions? I would about this. If this show, if what we're on now, I'm gonna be a little bit shameless because why not? If this show gets to 60 likes, I will get Alex on for a Q&A, and I'll get it all set up for next week, and it will just be 1 hour of questions for Alex, and I'll put all your and I'll get all your questions out and let him rip, and I'll have an Alex takeover on my show. But yeah, get this show to 60 likes, and I'll do it. Why not? That's a bit of fun for you guys. Why not? He's a top bloke. Yeah, big up Alex. He's gone now. He comes and he goes. He's there. Click of a finger. I'll sort him out.
If you're too slow, you miss him, guys. You got to be quick
exactly.
on the uptake.
Yeah, so Spurs aren't in the Carabao Cup anymore. We're out. We got knocked out of Fulham. We knew this in the second round. Everyone else is now playing. It will be interesting to see what team Liverpool play. Do they rotate a lot? I assume they will. But in a way, listen, I thought getting knocked out of that was a silly move. I thought we had an opportunity to win something with that tournament. But listen, we're not in it. We can't worry about the past. Is it a good thing, though, now with the... I say a good thing. It's never a good thing to get knocked out of tournaments. But at the moment now, Maddison's now going to have... We're not going to have to worry with the likes of Maddison playing. Do you know what I mean? Maddison's took a big knock. Not Van der... Who's the other one?
Johnson.
Son took a knock. Brennan Johnson, sorry. Just couldn't remember who it was in the top head that got injured. But those lads now took knocks and came off. Now, is it a good thing, a blessing in disguise? I hate the term, but is it a blessing that actually, do you know what? We've now got a week until we play on Saturday. We play on Saturday, so we've got, 6 days away until we play Liverpool. Is this probably the best time to go, do you know what? We're all right here.
Yeah, no, I agree, because we all would have been really panicking, Perch, if we had to play another game, because we'd be like, who are we going to play? Like, because at the end of the day, we've got no Lo Celso, so it would have to be Skip, and it would have to be either Skip or Højbjerg. So honestly, that's not what you want to see. That's not what you want to see.
Listen, I would have understood us rotating anyway in the Carabao Cup. I would have expected us, even with players like Maddison took a knock, wouldn't play against. It would have been Norwich, I think, is who we would have been playing. I'd have expected the likes of, but Lo Celso's injured still. So we've got even our cover squad players, whatever you want to call them, have all taken knocks. So it's a little bit of a worry when you sit back and go, okay, well, what do we do? Because we would have had to end up being a midfield, right, of Højbjerg, Skip, and who else, right?
Yeah.
Do you see what I mean? So
yeah, and of course, there's no creativity there, not at all. Like, who's going to be the creative one out of them? Like, they were useless when they were together. When we played a two-man midfield, you just can't. So it is I do get it. It is a kind of blessing. We all want to be in as many competitions as possible, but now, because the thing is, we've got a good 11, but the rest of the actual squad isn't that great. But Postecoglou did say it's going to take time. He did say that's going to take a little bit of time to create his squad. So obviously, I don't expect it to get done in one window, but I do think that it is a bit of a blessing to not have those games where we might have to use some of those players, because up front, we're going to play Richie again. We've got maybe Johnson injured. We've got Brian Hill's injured. We've got Perisic now. You know, like, we're kind of pushing. We're going to push players too far if we had the 2 games a week.
Yeah. No. Listen, I agree. I agree. I think. Listen, I'm never advocating us getting knocked out of tournaments. I'll never sit there. You'll never hear me advocate it. But right now, I think we are so light. We always say, there's a couple of injuries away, right? We are a couple of injuries away from, at the moment, with how it is. Let's just say, for argument's sake, Maddison's a doubt now for the weekend. Brennan Johnson's a doubt. Perchy is now injured. Bentancur's on his way back. Setignon's still injured. Where is he, by the way? He's gone. Who else have we got out? I think there's a couple more, right? Am I missing anyone?
Bentancur.
Yeah, I've done him. Who am I missing?
Lo Celso.
Lo Celso, that's one. Yeah, so we've got 7 injuries. So that was 7 injuries.
Yeah.
Luckily, touch wood, the only doubt is Maddison and Johnson. I'd say Johnson's 8. So Johnson and Maddison are doubts. That's worrying, right? We're a couple more away. Now, so Brian Hill, so 9. If you count the doubtful one, 9. Yeah. I've got Brian Hill. So this is where I get worried, right? Great. Yesterday, lovely. Great performance. Love that. Love how galvanized you were. But the more and more we get niggles in these teams with injuries, it's going to be a long season, right? Like, listen, we're at the stage where we're going to slowly My massive concern is if one of Romero or Van de Ven get injured. Van de Ven more so now, by the way. I thought he was my man of the match yesterday, Van de Ven. I thought he was absolutely incredible.
He was very good.
It's very easy to give man of the matches to Son, Maddison. I get it. Like, if those get it, I understand it. They scored the goals. But I thought Van de Ven yesterday was brilliant. Vicario, another one. He can get a shout.
Do you know what? I think Van de Ven showed such maturity. He looked like the more mature one of the two defenders, in my opinion. I thought he was very, very mature in his performance overall. I really do. So yeah, massive shout out to him.
I'm a massive advocate of Van de Ven. I think
he dealt with it so well. It was his first ever North London derby, and the amount of pressure for such a young kid. And I thought he dealt with it exceptionally well. I really do. And even Adoji, after getting that yellow card, I was a bit concerned, but he handled it really, really well. Once he got that yellow card, I thought he played really well, considering that he had to be careful.
Yeah. No, I get it completely. Absolutely get it. I think the worry is as I said, you lose a couple of those in the back four. That's a concern, right? You lose one or two, that gets me worried. If you lose a Van de Ven and losing a Doggy, or you lose a Porro and a Van de Ven, or a Porro and a Romero, or even just the two centre halves, it's a worry, right? Sit back and go, what do we do? But listen, we're gonna wrap up soon, but we've got October coming up, November, and then December. 3 months to get through it, right? Can we stay injury free for 3 months? When I say injury free, I expect players to get injuries throughout that period. My meaning, when I say injury free, I mean long-term injuries. When you get an injury, like a Perchy injury, where they're out for the season, we can't afford to lose 2 or 3 of those.
No.
Do you know what I mean? That's where I get worried about. That is my only concern at the moment.
Joe, what I said, right? Højbjerg showed himself within 2 minutes. He did a really good pass. Then he did something really stupid and showed what he can also do. So it is a really big concern. And I'm hoping that we don't have any of those big injuries. Playing once a week, let's hope that we can get through to January. And then when Bentancur is back as well, maybe Hill might be back possibly. We don't know what date Hill's back. So at least we'll have a couple of them back. But it's still the midfield and the defence look very light without Maddison and Van de Ven if he got injured. And if obviously, like say, Doji to have the replacement is just not good enough. Like, who replaces him is just not going to be good enough, right?
No,
although Van de Ven can go there, can't he? But
where
can he not play left back? Yeah, he can play.
He can, but at the moment you don't take him out at left centre half unless you have to, right? Like if, for example, if we lose a Doggy and then we lose a Ben Davis from injury, then you're going to have to put him in left back. But at the moment, you can't take him out of left.
Would you not prefer to have Phillips though, and to have Van de Ven on the left, opposed to having Ben Davies anywhere in the squad? Because surely that would be...
at the moment, no. Listen, I'm not against. I in the sense, I don't think you can lose a Van de Ven at centre half unless you, as I said, unless you genuinely have to. Like, I don't think you can lose him because I think he offers so much for our team at centre half. I think you lose him at centre half and you put someone next to Romero, who he's not. Romero's one of those, and I've been massively critical. You know this, but it's because I have standards. But I put Romero on standards. Everyone tells he's world class, so I judge him like that. I think he's been brilliant this season. Next to Van de Ven, my worry is will he get back into old habits? You put someone else next to him. That's my concern. And
no, I get it.
At the moment, if those two are fit, you have to play those two as your centre halves. Unless, as I said, you go and have an issue where you lose a Van de Ven, you lose an Udogie. We can't bring back a Reguilon back from Man United for argument's sake and bring him back into the team. Do you see my point? Like, it works in that.
I do get it.
So that's the way I see it. Listen, it is what it is. Listen, it's all positives, right? It's all positives. I think we've been brilliant. We started the season well. 4 wins, 2 draws, 0 losses in 6 games.
And can I just say as well, the 2 times that we've conceded and drew, they've been a dodgy decision, or a deflected goal and a dodgy VAR decision.
Yeah, it's mad, isn't it? When you think about it, the 2 goals when we've conceded 2 goals in the 2 draws, they've been a penalty and a deflected goal, and the scoreline went the same way, right?
Yeah.
We conceded first, both away. They were like carbon copies, right? When we played Brentford.
Yeah, pretty much.
But listen, let's wrap it up because I've got to run and shoot. I've got loads of stuff to do today. Listen, like, it's all good. Positives, a lot of positives, right? I love how we are. What I just want to see is when we get to January, how do we as a football club show it? Because you could go, do you know what? We're gonna push it, and then the manager wants centre half, centre midfielder, and another winger or an attacker, a striker. Are we as a football club willing to push the envelope out and go, you've shown us what we can do, here you go. We're not going to question who you're going to sign. If you want them in, we'll get them in. Now that, Phil, yeah, you're right. So yeah, we went 1-0 up. It went 1-0, 1-0, 2-1, then 1. Yeah, you're right. Thanks, Phil.
Our bad.
Big up, Phil. We love Phil P confirming it all.
Phil P's got a better memory than me.
Yeah,
I've got no memory, me.
That's the only thing I will say. That's the final bit on end. I think it all depends on what we're going to do in January. How do we improve in January? Because we're going to have to. Have we got the cojones, as was mentioned earlier, to go and say, do you know what? We're going to gamble a little bit. We're going to gamble just a little bit, right? And go, there you go. Let's push the envelope out and go, here you go. Here's 150 million quid, and we've bought you 3 or 4 players that you need. Now we're gonna rip up Lloris's contract. Dyer's gone. There you go. Now see what you can do. A couple more of the goalkeepers are now not going to be registered. Do you see what I mean? Let's see how it goes.
No, absolutely, 100%.
Thank you guys all in the chat for watching. Massive shout out to you guys in the chat. Please, if I can ask you for one last push, can we get 11 more likes? Just 11, and we get to 50. But on that note, listen, we don't miss him, but he's doing quite well. Hat-trick for him on the weekend. But on that note, guys, have a good one. Peace out.
And here's Kane! He sits on Tottenham's loftiest perch, beyond even the great Greaves. Spurs